Thanks, everyone. How you stand up, Justin?
Yeah, really happy with the way we played. Really proud of the way we've handled the last 2 weeks. There's been a lot of pressure on us, understandable given our performance against Geelong, but we've stayed stuck firm to our process. Our focus has been on improving our footy, and I thought we took a step forward with that today. The scoreboard probably doesn't indicate the dominance of that performance. I thought, plus 30 inside 50s at one stage in the last couple of minutes. Strong contested ball, strong front half defence. I thought that's a good indication of how we want to play. Still a lot of improvement left in us. But largely we played for each other today. There was a smaller gap between our best and worst, and I think that the product was more like how we want it to look.
Talk about your leaders, like Sarong and Brayshaw in the middle. He's down back, Tracy at forward. They're your four who were actually out there for your leadership group.
Yeah.
We're all massive all
day. Yeah, they were, and told them that after the game, because through the weeks from post-Geelong game to this point, they've been really strong at leading the group. They've accepted where we're at. Been really process orientated and led really well, and it's great to see them lead by example today. Thought it was weight of numbers though. They got helped out by our other senior players. JT, Luke Ryan, all our senior players played well, but I thought the younger guys played really well as well and played their role, and all had their moments and all impacted the game.
And for Sarong to join Hazelby with 4 Derby medals, can you just talk a bit about the significance of that?
He's just one of the most consistent players in the AFL, and that's because he's one of the most consistent players between games in the AFL. He recovers well, reviews his game well, trains well. Like someone, one of the younger players went up to him during the week and said, "Geez, you're angry in that handball game." And he goes, "No, I wasn't. That's training. That's how I train." And that's what I've been doing for year upon year. Well, he didn't say that. I've added that context to it. But that's what he does. He trains at a high level, prepares at a high level, and plays at a high level. And he's a great role model, as is all the other leaders that do the same thing. Set a great example for our younger guys.
Last week, you're lamenting the use of the ball going forward, particularly. Early, they seem to really be looking for teammates inside. Banford, particularly, several times looking inboard. Did you like it a lot better to finish with 15-16 tonight? Did you like the forward entry better?
Better. As was said to the players after the game, 65 inside 50s, defended our front half really well. We weren't sloppy at times in defence. I thought our attention to detail was really strong. And the area to improve on is just finishing off our work. And we did it better today. And 31 scoring shots, I think it was, or probably a few out of bounds and a full. And we left a few out there. It was comical at times how easy some of the opportunities were that we missed. But that's a good issue to have at this time of the year, because that says a lot of our game, with those stats, a lot of our game's in good order, and just finishing off our work's not quite there yet. But it'll come. We can't stop valuing the things that get it there, but the finish will come.
Can you talk us through the late changes, Justin? What happened with those two guys?
Wags had a tight calf and just felt like he couldn't go this morning, and just decided to not take a risk, and then got the call that John was crook overnight. So it was forecast to be a hot day. He wasn't feeling up to it. So we had Banners penciled in to be a sub. This is his 100th game, so it was a good opportunity to bring him into the side. He's played the first 2 weeks. He adjusted seamlessly, and Aishi's been waiting for his opportunity. So although it seemed like a bit of chaos maybe with 2 out, I thought our players handled it really professionally, and they understand that, and probably had a lot of trust in those 2 players coming into the side, and they knew that they would execute their roles, and they did that.
Your backline, you've had a few moving parts. Can you talk us through the flexibility you've got there with guys like Draper and Chapman?
Yeah, it's a good observation. Having those guys, we are a tall backline, and having those guys be able to play tall and small, gives us great flexibility. It also allows us to get a rotation into Coxie and Piercy because they can just slide over. If they're playing on a small, they can slide over to a tall. I thought Drapes did a good job on Liam Ryan. It's been a new transition for him. He obviously needed to be key back last year, but we've thrown the challenge to him to play on the smalls, and there's no bigger challenge really in AFL than Liam Ryan. So I thought he handled that pretty well. And Chappie's probably one of Chappie's better games. I would have thought he's really strong in the contest, decisive in all areas of his game, and I was really proud of the way he played.
Justin, you were able to talk us through the decision to send Alex Pearce back out there. It didn't look great, the knee, and he's so important to your side. It's kind of jump time at that point, and he comes back on.
It just probably is an indicator that there's nothing wrong with his knee. Yeah, because we wouldn't have taken a risk if there was. So that's an indicator that it was positive.
For the young guys in the group who have played throughout the last month of last year and the first 2 weeks of this year, how important was it for them to experience that they can contribute and help this team have a win when the senior guys aren't out?
But it's great. It's great for their confidence. Great for them to play in a derby. Really happy with Jono's role. He's probably one of the guys you're talking about. I thought Jono handled his role really well on Reed. Driz has had a great pre-season and coming along and taking his opportunities. Neil's performing well through the middle of the ground. And, we need those players to be ready to step up when opportunity presents. We probably think, one out, one in, and it's the mantra I go with, but it does take a while to get that confidence that you can compete regularly at AFL level, and I feel like they've grown week on week over the first 3 weeks of the year, and played some really good footy today. And mentioned some of the younger guys, mentioned the senior guys, but it was a total squad performance, I thought.
Dudley impact straight away.
Yeah, he's probably thinking it was easy at quarter time. He's probably had 8 penciled in. He's a special talent. He's got some forward craft. He shows really good composure. Thought his chase and tackle was his pressure, his intent pressure was strong. He's adjusted to our roles really well. Holds his lane really well in his running patterns. And you would have seen it. He's got a bit of class about his finish, his ability to hit targets and obviously finish his goals. So, he's got us up and going, I reckon, early. A bit of excitement. Him kicking his first goal and 2 in the first. So, he's got plenty to work on, but it was a great first game.
And what level of confidence have you got with the Cavalry's coming for next week?
I'm hopeful. Fifey's strung a few together. We'll see where he sits. Sean and Youngie should be back next week at some level. We'll work that out during the week. So Cavalry's coming, but I think the product we put out today with the team we put out was really strong as well. So I think our goal as a footy club now is to handle this week like we've handled the last 2 weeks, and try and work hard to put out a better performance next week.
You made a Bolton start. He came here with a highlight reel that's second to none, really, and we haven't seen those highlights. What have you made of his first couple of weeks?
He's been, to be honest, he's probably exceeded my expectations because I've seen probably the low base he's come off, and the intensity in which he's played at, the touch, the pressure, the tackle. He's added something different to our centre bounce with his ability to harass and get a fingernail in, and he's probably maybe searching for that first goal and probably searching a little bit too hard at times, but he's created a lot of opportunities. I think he had 10 score involvements today. Gave a couple off. I think he gave off Duds' first or second goal. So he's tracking really well.
Are you thinking, we've seen Joe Richardson with the low fives only, celebration-wise, to avoid injury. You get Josh Tracy with a friendly five poking the eye in those opening minutes. Are you thinking, let's just go low fives only to avoid any sort of... He's someone you cannot...
I'll put it this way, I was glad that JT came back on. And you know what, I think Vossi was gladder than me. So, yeah, we wanted to play with energy. We wanted to celebrate each other's performances. We wanted to celebrate the little things, and yeah, that was an indicator of that. Vossi's, probably took it a little bit too far, but glad JT came back on and played his role.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.